live.
Phone's dead, but I can bring that up on my channel. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Three Nerd Podcast.
Currently, two nerds.
You can mute that. Yeah.
Thanks for the help, Lazrpo.
Yeah, we're going to blame Lazrpo for the net issue.
The Two Nerd Podcast for now.
Yep. So we're going to start this one out with something really, really fun. It is called the our unusual article is called The Great Stink. I almost want to ask if you have any input on what you think it would be.
Something. I don't know what to say about this. The Great Stink. It's an interesting title. Yeah, I don't know. Think about this. Is there something that happened that caused some kind of leakage and everything just overall fucking stinks? I don't know.
It happened in London in 1858.
Oh boy.
Hot weather caused the smell of human waste and other stuff on the banks of the River Thames to smell terribly, creating a miasma. And that miasma was causing cholera and everything for people.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. Jesus.
No, it isn't. It isn't. So basically, what it led to was that it led to someone working on the embankments to create sewers and stuff that ran out and avoided going through into the river. In fact, a large chunk of the sewage system, I believe, is still used. No, it still operates. Yeah, it still operates to this day because he made it anticipating growth. The Great Stink, literally because no one cared and they just put all the refuse into the river, led to a sewage system that is now like 150 years old, dang near. I would like to call that like some level of success.
Oh, sounds like it. I'd hate to be around that timeline and or living there at that time.
Yeah. It's terrible because like I believe from what I remember from this, I'm trying to look for it now. Basically, Parliament didn't want to do anything, but they had just built a new Parliament House right next to the river. So they had to smell it anytime they were in session. They tried to move it, but we're not allowed to move Parliament away from the river. So they finally caved in and passed something to get rid of the problem. It caused over 30,000 deaths over the course of from 48 to 54 because of cholera outbreaks.
Jeez.
Yeah. So there you go. The reason London doesn't stink is because of the Great Stink. I love it. All right, so I guess we're going to start this one with trying to think where to start this one. Oh, I do know that I think we talked last week about the fact that Disney was buying a large chunk of Fox.
A little bit, I think, if I can remember. Was it I think we talked about it prior. I don't know, like I don't know, maybe we talked about it with other friends, but pieces, yes.
Yeah, basically the whole thought process is going to be that if they buy Fox, they'll get all of the movie rights to everything Fox has. Well, what this means is if they have all the movie rights to everything Fox has, then they will have the Fox heroes. But there's a small problem that has come from this that I guess no one realized right out. And that is Fox doesn't actually own the rights to Fantastic Four. They own the distribution rights to Fantastic Four.
So yeah, that's a thing. Shit's gonna happen.
Well, basically the question is will distribution rights for Fantastic Four transfer over to Disney if they buy Fox? If the distribution rights transfer over, then they still can pressure the company that actually owns it into making a decent movie or just handing over the license because they can refuse to distribute.
It is true.
Yeah, so it's just a kind of cool little update because we talked about it last week and it was like, it'd be nice to just do a quick update on that.
Yeah.
Now for the big thing. The big thing before we break into some of the other smaller stuff and the other cool things to talk about.
I think I know where this is going.
Net neutrality.
Yep.
That is tomorrow. The vote's tomorrow.
So been giving a lot of people stress, anxiety.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow we will find out what is or isn't going to happen. Tomorrow we will find out if things, we're going to find out a lot. And it's kind of really worrying because there's no clue. Like I know that there's different avenues people are trying to take to block it. They're trying to block net neutrality on multiple avenues, both state and local, state and government.
Like, I don't know. What if we lose contact?
State and federal.
On all, like, social media and stuff, what am I gonna do? Like, I want to keep in touch with, like, close people I'm friends with, like you, Lazrpo, some of the other members of the Three Nerds podcast, and just so on and so forth. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. You think there's gonna be any loopholes?
Well, I doubt that you would lose access. Well, you could. Theoretically, you could. But I don't think you would. I think theoretically that what will happen is if it passes and everybody decides to do what they want to do, then it's going to be trying to think how to word it. They will be able to demand more money and stuff like that for different parts of the internet. And that's not something I'm necessarily a fan of. Because if they can say, they go, well, Facebook is a service that we want you to pay extra for. It's a premium service.
Yeah. Oh, God. Wait. I'd rather not pay. I'd rather extra $5 to talk to my friend.
I'm sorry. You want to be able to use Discord? That'll be $20 extra.
I'm sorry, but to continue this call with your loved one, please give about $10 to $15 more.
So, and the worst part is the FCC is like, oh, don't worry, you can just pay more for it. They don't care. They just don't care. They think that it's going to help out businesses what it's going to do is the internet businesses are going to be able to strangle everyone else. Oh, Comcast doesn't like YouTube for some reason. Well, YouTube better pay them $2 million or $20 million to maintain that internet connection. Oh, we'll charge all the users, $10 more for an entertainment package so that they can access YouTube.
Or here, like, what? No.
You're like, what? Oh, yeah. Well, like, a good example of this is Verizon has a video service of their own. I remember. Hold on, I think I have it on my phone, actually. Give me a second. I'm like 80% sure I have it. Because I have a Verizon phone, and I remember it was a forced update on my old phone. Because I can't remember what it was. I know that they ran a service for a while where it was unlimited data. If I had unlimited data.
Yeah.
Was it 50? Oh, shit. Where is it? I might just have to go to the Verizon store and find it.
Oops.
Wait. No, not that one. No, not that folder. Yeah, let's go to the Verizon. I'm literally just going to go to the Verizon thing and try and find it because I can't remember the freaking name of it. I guess they took it. Almost about to just Google this shit. Seriously. But a good example would be that they have that video platform.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they have a video platform. I'm literally Googling this shit because I can't remember the name of it. Go90.
Oh.
Go90. That's it. It's called Go90. And the whole thing is Verizon has this streaming service that has both Go90 originals. They have some featured YouTubers on there who have, like, I think Rooster Teeth was on there. And other stuff like that. They have anime, and it's a full streaming platform. And their thing was, back before they offered unlimited data, they said, hey, if you stream using Go90, we won't charge you a dime.
Oh, gosh. Sounds reasonable.
The thing is, that kind of seems reasonable, but imagine now, say, Say back then it was just, oh, we'll give you the unlimited access to internet. Cool. That's fair. That's not throttling the speed. That is just fair. Now let's replace this with saying, oh, hey, we're just going to slow down everyone that's a competition with us, because I don't want to have to worry about the internet. I don't want to have to worry about my competition going against me. So I'm going to say that, hey, Netflix is a competitor. We're going to throttle all connections to Netflix so that you used Go90. Because you're using Verizon Internet, we don't want you using Netflix. That's literally, I can name the two because I saw something, I saw Verizon do something already kind of similar. I don't know. It's just frustrating. Do you remember how? Oh, yes, how League of Legends was throttled by Comcast. I think that was a full lawsuit.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go to Wikipedia because I don't want to do actual research.
Not me, though. Ooh.
I know Comcast is like the largest person to screw up. Verizon got in trouble in 2014. AT&T got in trouble. I know Comcast had it the worst, but yeah, just all of those. It's stupid. It's stupid, and then people think that it's a good idea.
It's just hard to believe, This shit gets passed. I mean, of course, it's still going to be like up and running, but it's just going to be more expensive.
Oh,
especially, yeah, especially for people that already have a hard enough time making money as is.
Well, like here's a good concept. Here's a quick thought. If net neutrality gets removed, then let's just use YouTube as an example again. Say they decide that because I'm a content creator, they can see my upload amount. They know what I do. So they know I upload content to YouTube, I create content, I do things. Well, suddenly it's like, well, you're using a lot of bandwidth to do that. Oh, you're using a lot of bandwidth to do that. We're going to want some more money. You want your high-speed connection to be able to upload that 1 gig video every single day. Oh, you want to stream? Oh, you're going to need our streaming streaming platform for Twitch streamers and YouTube streamers. Otherwise, we're going to have to throttle you, and you won't be able to play in 1080p.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it. I really am. Because it's just something that's going to happen.
Hi.
Who?
My mom. She's giving me a look like, what are you doing on my bed? I'm like sitting here.
Yeah, something I told you never, ever, ever, ever eat pistachios on my bed again. And here you are again. You're becoming more and more like your father. And you paint your nails on my bed? Really? It's not fucking glitter shit all over my bed.
No, it's all my.
Yeah, it smells like nail polish.
It'll clear up.
You know, like one of my farts. Not for a long time.
What do you think of all of that?
Your mother is just hilarious.
What?
You and your freaking yawns. You and your freaking bloody yawns.
What?
You're going to be the death of me. So, did you hear that Star Citizen is being sued over breach of contract and copyright infringement by Crytek?
No, I did not. That sounds heavy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
They're suing it because the claim that Star Citizen Studio didn't live up to the promises it made made using the Crytek engine, and so they're suing for using the CryEngine's logo as a critical component. Oh, what was it? Crytek knew that displaying the CryEngine logo was a critical component in the agreement between the two companies. And from what I'm reading, it looks like Crytek said its terms that the Star Citizen Studio would be required to send Crytek a list of bug fixes, and optimizations made to the CryEngine source code to make their thing work. And apparently that they didn't send it or took too long. So they're suing for use of the CryEngine for Star Citizen. Yeah, brilliant. The hell? Okay, then. I'm just confused. Someone over here saying that saying I'm dying, I'm dead. I'm like, no, don't die. And they're just like, no, I have cancer and AIDS. I'm dying anyways. I'm gonna lay down and die. And it's just like, oh my gosh, drama queen.
Jeez.
Crytek doesn't exist anymore. At least the company that designs games and maintains the engine.
Oh boy. Is anyone in the chat? I am not watching the.
Good job not watching chat.
I can't. Fucking YouTube's being slow. My phone's dead, so. Because I linked one of my friends. Oh no, maybe she's just observing.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what happens when we don't have Lazrpo in the call. We miss you, Lazrpo. Come back to us.
Don't do this to us. We need someone to distract us just enough to keep us on track.
Are you sure he's the one that keeps us on track? Are you sure he doesn't run us off track? Love you, Lazrpo, but
Crytek wants a permanent injunction against them that would prevent them from using Crytek's copyrighted work, which means if they win and they can't manage to work this out, then if they don't manage to work this out in a way that works, that means Star Citizen could very well just not be a thing anymore at all.
Jesus.
because they would have to rework everything on another engine. So that would require a lot of work to change engines.
Sounds like it.
Oh well. It's kind of cool. Not. And I've got freaking two. Oh. Oh, okay. I know what that one is. It's like I had 2 messages on Discord, so I was taking a look. I just happened to look down and see the number. I love that. I'm going to talk about this. Discord, in their new update, at the bottom of your screen, where it shows the application running, it now shows your notification count up to 9. So if you end up like me, if you're like me on some days and end up with 112, you got to go through and clear all those out first. But right now I'm sitting at 0 notifications. So every time I see a number pop up there, that's literally my Discord, my mentions, either private messages or mentions. So I no longer have to like check my phone or anything. Because like I'm someone, because I stream and I record and I do so much, I leave Discord in streamer mode so I don't have to listen to it. I don't want to hear that. That's actually why I don't hear when people come in and out of calls. I'm in streamer mode. I don't have those sounds everyone else has. I don't like applications on my computer making sounds unless I literally went to go hit play. It distracts me, it confuses me, and it messes with me. So I'm really thrilled with this new feature because it means that when people try to get a hold of me, I miss Sexy Poe.
What?
They could pull a Daisy and say an early act. Oh gosh, that works.
Okay.
I'm just curious to see what's going to happen to this, because if this does go the way it's looking, then that means we could be out a AAA game. So, yeah. Did we talk about the fact that EA might not be able to return microtransactions at all?
Seriously?
1 second. I'm going to look it up really quick. I want to get this right. It was something I was reading about, though. EA Battlefront 2. News. From what I understood, not just that, but it's already hurt. It's already dying. It's basically, it's a game that slammed into a wall and just fell to the ground. I believe that they're adding free content to the game, trying to get people come back.
Goodness.
Yeah. EA basically took a rope, hung themselves, and then set themselves on fire while they were hanging.
God.
Yeah, it's really curious to see what's going to happen. The only thing that might save it is the Christmas rush, people buying the game for other people during the holidays. But even then, like, I've been seeing reviewers who have been playing it for reviews. A good example would be his name. Let's go to YouTube because I can't remember names today. Oh, Chris Stuckman, I think it was. I think it was Chris Stuckman who quite literally said that he rented the game so that he could do, he rented the game so that he could do a game review of it, but he didn't want to give them any money, so he went to a rental store and paid $8 to rent it rather than give them money by buying it. Think about the dedication and thought to that. Also, I'm distracting myself because I forgot to put a window up over this so I can see myself moving in the corner of my eye because I have the podcast pulled up over here. So I can see myself gesture right out of my peripheral vision, and it's throwing me off.
I crashed. Don't mind the second thing in there.
Don't what? Oh, there's two of you.
God,
Hi.
I crashed. Said reload. Gosh.
So yeah, so Chris Stuckman, he normally does movie reviews. He went out of his way to rent the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game just to do a game review of it. But he rented it and made sure everyone knew he rented it.
Oh boy.
I think that is the most hilarious thing he's ever done. Like, I like Chris Stuckman. He's a really, really, really good movie reviewer. His Hilariosity series is just great. If you want to watch someone just tear apart terrible movies and laugh at them, watch his Hilariosity reviews. But holy, which apparently I've got a review to watch. Star Wars The Last Jedi review is out. He also, if I recall right, his reviews are typically very, very, very much spoiler-free. He'll tell you if the movie was good and give you a rough idea, but he won't do like some reviewers do and give you a play-by-play. Which I think is great. His Hilariosity series, I think, is the only one that does the play-by-play. He'll sometimes break that rule on specific movies, but really, he tries to keep his reviews very spoiler-free.
And it's time for Moon's mom's music segment for the stream.
Here, we are now to the entertaining part of the stream, where Moon's mom plays us a song. Yeah. I'm surprised that the whole EA thing has just kept going. It's stupid.
Sounds like it.
Oh. No, that's not really much of a topic, is it? Shit. This week was kind of light on the news, really. Because we've had so many people like ragdolling over net neutrality that... And I think that's the big downfall to this week is just there's been so little going on, really. Oh, there is something. There's something. It just reminded me because I actually reacted to it.
What's that?
So Patreon did something stupid. They have since fixed a stupid thing, but that doesn't mean the damage wasn't done.
You're still there to acknowledge it.
What?
You were still there to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Oh, I literally stopped supporting some creators because of it. What it was is they were trying to help creators out. they were trying to help creators out by what they wanted to do was instead of making the creator pay the transaction fees for like PayPal and all that other stuff, like like when I give Sammy FX money via PayPal, PayPal charges Sammy a fee for me using PayPal, and Patreon takes a fee for Patreon services. Well, they wanted to shift from charging the creator to charging the payer.
The fuck?
Which I can see that, but like the way that it should be done, if they wanted to do that, is the way that like Streamlabs does it. See, Streamlabs, when I go to someone and go to donate on Streamlabs, it asks me if I want to pay the processing fee. I can check a little box that says, yes, I will pay a little bit extra so that the creator gets however much I said. Because like someone donates $1 to me, I will get like 79 cents if they don't check that box. But if they check that box, they pay like $1.30 for it. But I get the full $1. That's the way they should have done it. Give people the option, see how much it is, and give them the option to do it, because they were also charging they were going to charge like a baseline fee of like 35 cents, and then charge the transaction fee. And so people who were donating $1 were literally going to lose almost $1.50. If I remember the numbers right, I could have them off by a little bit. I'm not worried about the exact numbers. It's still people who were paying $1 were going to be paying more than $1.30. And that's just not how it's supposed to work. So it led to, like, for me, I give money to Breezy the Butt, Sammy FX, Vitus, and a game that I follow. I don't throw a whole lot of money at all 4 of them, but I do throw money at all 4 of them. For each and every individual one, I was being charged extra, or going to be charged extra for each and everything. That's not fair. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to me at all. So I ended up removing my donations from 3 of them and leaving just the donation on 1. Now, because so many people reacted so badly, they have since then said, "Okay, we heard you. We're sorry. We'll try to do better." We'll try to do better. We won't do this. We'll roll back these changes. But like currently, this next billing cycle, unless I go back in there, 3 of the 4 people I've been supporting aren't going to get shit from me.
Hi, Rivet.
Oh, hi.
Oh, wow. This conversation just got a little more riveting.
I believe that is the 6th time you've made that joke in my presence.
I will make that joke in your presence till it dies.
We have another Pegasus among us.
Yeah. I recently decided to change from Pegasi to Bat Pony.
So what? Bat Pony? Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Pegasus noises.
Noises
Horse
intensifies.
noises.
It was more of a joke because I do like Bat Ponies, but I also like the others. So yeah, I recently did make a change to Bat Pony. Mind you, I'm still, all of my art's going to be Pegasus Pony, and I'm not commissioning Bat Pony art except for the Halloween picture. But My role in in the horse server is Bat Pony right now instead of Pegasus Pony. For no reason.
We're all he's here.
Weird. Nothing alerted me. Like, even though you pinged me on Discord, like actually made any noise. YouTube normally tells me when the podcast goes live. I didn't this time.
It's been a while, Ribbit. How are you?
Not doing too good, but trying not to think about that stuff right now.
So we were just talking about. Frick. I had it pulled up. Oh, we were last talking about the Patreon. So you popped in during the Patreon discussion. The whole fact that Patreon changed their billing ways.
I heard something about that.
Yeah. So luckily they have reversed it. They announced today that they reversed that. They are not doing that. So I need to remember. To go in and re-add the 3 creators I removed. But yeah, I literally when as soon as I found out, I just boom, I changed it. I was so frustrated because it's just like, no, I can't afford. I can barely afford how much I'm giving. I can't afford to give more. Like you.
Yeah. What is like a 35-cent per transaction or something fee that they were trying to add?
It was like 35-cent transaction fee plus paying the so much per dollar depending on which service. Basically paying the transaction fee based off the service you're using. So like if PayPal charges 5% of the transaction, then they were going to charge an extra 5% of the transaction for using PayPal. If you use MasterCard or Visa or something like that, then they were going to charge you whatever rate that is so that the creator gets more money.
Wow.
Which makes some sense, but as I was saying earlier, do it the way that most streaming services do. And most streaming services have it set up instead so that, say, not streaming services like Twitch, like Stream Elements, Streamlabs, stuff like that. Most of them have it set up so when I donate to someone, I can check a box on whether or not I want to I can check a box on whether or not I want to pay their transaction fees or not. Because for some, yeah, I'd gladly do it. But you know, if I'm giving more than just a couple dollars, I would really rather not.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. It's just frustrating that they thought that was going to be a good idea, not realizing the impact that it was going to have on people who donate. Really, it's the people who donate $5 and less who get the biggest hit. But it's still frustrating because, like, if you donate more than $5, you almost might as well not do it. Because say you're throwing $50 at someone, I'm pretty sure they can afford to eat a couple dollar fee. I mean, if you're throwing $50 at someone, I'm pretty sure you could eat that same fee, but...
Yeah, but still, that's anti-user.
Yeah, but if you're throwing $1 at someone, don't charge them extra for that dollar. It's stupid.
Yeah. It's stupid. So if they're only throwing $1, that might be all they have to throw.
Yes, they're giving something.
The system they implement to where if you're just giving like $1 or something, you don't get fees, and then someone goes and donate and pays someone like $50 and $1 at a time in like 50 transactions.
Jeez.
Just to avoid the fees. To avoid paying like a $2 fee.
Oh well. It's just it's
Stupid.
very, very. I think the biggest problem, and I really do think that the biggest problem is with the media that we have nowadays. Let's just think about this. Think about this for a minute. Say, oh gosh, let's just say 15 years ago, if someone had decided that they were going to do microtransactions to game or charge extra for things like that, the word wouldn't spread across us. Trying to think how to word this. Gosh darn music.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I just haven't had enough coffee today.
You're fine. It's just very distracting.
For water at you, Rivet. Okay, someone do me a favor and remind me what we were talking about.
Microtransactions and Patreon's fees.
Time. Thank you. Back in the past, news didn't travel quite as fast. The media wouldn't throw other companies like that under the bus nearly as hard, and so people could get away with more. The reason Sega got in so much trouble with their system was because they pissed off the retailers, not because they pissed off their fan base. The retailers were not notified of the sale, not the fan base. The retailers found out that the items were for sale at the convention. Nowadays, that would spread across the internet. Everyone would know. There'd just be bam, done. News travels fast. News travels really, really fast. Felix says the N-word in a stream, and everyone's talking about it before the end of the day.
Oh yeah, at the age of the internet and instant communication, news travels faster than the California wildfires.
That is a terrible analogy.
It's an accurate one, though.
Sure.
Oh gosh. It's just
It's okay because it's okay for me to make that joke because the area I live in has been flooded and then frozen.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, at one point we had one half of the U.S. was underwater, the other half was on fire. Now we have one half of the U.S. is frozen, the other side is still on fire.
Nobody, please get triggered by this. Nobody, please get triggered by this.
Yes, please. I don't mean any offense to anyone who is affected by the California wildfires.
No.
But my blessings.
We bless your fire.
Oh. That just makes it a whole lot better.
Thank you for ruining my attempt at damage control, Jay.
I'm crying.
Okay. Maybe California is always on fire because of all of the flavors out there.
Actually, I found out the reason why California is actually on fire. Like the actual legitimate reason.
Wow.
It's because of something that happened like 100 years ago. I need to look this up, but I read about it a while back that the actual reason is because like I think it was around 100 years ago or so. I'm sorry, Jay. Well, about 100 years ago or so, there was a big craze in California of these. Everyone thought that they were going to make a bunch of money with these Australian eucalyptus trees or something. Except no one told them that the trees take 100 years to fully mature. And so everyone went out and planted fields upon fields of these eucalyptus trees and found out they won't get nothing from them for like 100 years. And so everyone went broke. But the trees remained. What no one also told them was that the oil these trees produced is highly flammable.
Oh,
so that's what has happened. Is 100 now after 100 years they finally matured, and they're full of this highly flammable oil. That's what's caused the California wildfires. It's what has caused the major fire over in California. Is all these fields and fields of these trees with full of flammable oil has finally caught fire. That's just what I've read. I actually have no idea if that's true or not, but that's what I've read.
I'll have to look it up because that's interesting. I still like my theory.
All the homotextuals.
It's See,
it's because of all the flame wars. It's because of all the flame wars going on over text messages.
Flame wars. Oh my gosh, no, that makes sense. Silicon Valley is over right there, like right in that, over California, Nevada area. Silicon Valley is where all of the computer-based stuff comes up. So all the flame wars that happened on the internet slowly spread out into California.
Oh God. Sorry, dust is falling everywhere. That's lovely.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Boop. Boop snoot. Boop. Boop boop.
I want to build a bomb!
Yeah. So I would like to think that at least my theory is semi-logical.
Oh no, I've got it. It's because it's 2017. In 2017, the internet flame wars gained actual life in the material world, and that's what's caused the. That's what has caused like some weird science stuff. Like someone found a way to materialize things from the internet, but instead of materializing their waifu, they accidentally materialized the flame war, triggering the California wildfires. I'm just imagining someone yelling an insult at a tree and it spontaneously combusting.
Wait, what? Yelling at a tree and it spontaneously combusts?
I think she completely missed half of that.
Yeah. The California fires were started by a flame war on the internet, from the internet.
Wow. Well, I heard all of that. Oh my God.
Someone starts yelling at a tree and it just spontaneously combusts. And they start freaking out as the other trees around it start catching on fire also.
I think I'd bust to God if that actually happened.
There's just a video of someone yelling at a tree and the tree just catches fire. Everyone's just like, what the? Did I do that?
You triggered the tree.
That's it. That's what happened. Someone over in California got real mad and triggered a tree. You gotta be careful what you say.
You hurt the tree's feelings.
You hurt the tree's feelings, it burns down your home. Trees are psychopaths. Haven't you ever heard them talking? No, there you have it. It's always the quiet ones.
The Lorax speaks for the trees.
I feel like I'll just wait on one of those rants you'd hear on like those wildly absurd podcasts or something. Like the political podcast where the guy ranting is like completely serious about what he's talking about. What he's saying is just absolutely ridiculous. Like one of those podcasts you listen to because it's hilarious listening to what these people think. Like one of those TED Talk ones where they just let anyone come up and talk.
Okay. What's wrong? Okay. I can't believe.
What can't you believe?
Not butter. I'm sorry.
I can't believe in life after love.
Oh my gosh, I hate you right now.
I got it stuck in your head, didn't I?
Oh my goodness.
Do you believe in life after love?
Oh my.
I don't know the next part of the song, I'd sing it too.
You're gonna break me with that.
Microsoft is making subreddits more searchable with Bing because obviously Google can't do it.
I see one problem with that. They're using Bing. Well, they assume people use Bing. Should I put my microphone into ASMR mode?
Yes, let's put all of our microphones in ASMR mode. Hello, this is an ASMR podcast where we're going to talk very sensually into the microphone, just not the camera at all. So everybody, I hope you're all having a wonderful time.
Hello.
I'm trying to be very, very sensual here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Three Nerds ASMR podcast. I'm gonna whisper in your ear over here. Now I'm gonna whisper right over here.
Hello, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
Pepper People Eater picks a pack of pickled peppers. I know you love the soothing sound of my voice, like an
Hello.
NPR talk show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 3 ASMR podcasts.
I honestly don't know what to think of
This
this.
is the sound of me smacking my gums.
I'm scared. Oh my god.
Thank you for tuning in to the 3 ASMR podcast. Have a wonderful day.
Why? Jesus. I got my voice on.
Oh, everybody, look, it's Flutter Guy.
Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god!
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Did you just hear my daughter? She just walked up behind me, looked at me, and said, "Really?" Oh.
I don't know if you know who Metatron is, but oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Giggity, giggity.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Rivet, and I hope you all have a super happy, fun time. Yay!
Yeah.
What's fun?
Oh, wow.
I give mine clownfish on like this. Things. Or
It clicks sounds like this. Jeez.
you good?
You all need some counseling. Y'all need some therapy. Oh my gosh. How did that? Oh, did you hear about Cracked laying off a whole bunch of their creators? In fact, they haven't even released a video in like a week.
What?
Yeah, Cracked. Their last two videos were the tampon. If tampon ads were honest, and the Muppets did 9/11. They haven't done a video since then. And according to everything I've heard, I haven't heard who all got laid off, but apparently they laid off a large chunk of their creators.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I've been trying to dig around. I went to their forums a couple times. I want to know, like, does that mean that this is the most frustrating part. Like 2 weeks ago, I just got into Cracked. I just got into watching like the After Hours series and Obsessive Pop Culture Disorder and stuff like that. I had just gotten into watching those series. And then literally like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, most of their creators are gone, which means I stopped watching Cracked entirely because I don't want to get attached to any of these creators, because I know there's a good chance a large chunk of them are having no more content ever coming up again, and I don't want to handle that. It's frustrating. I had to find out when
you first said you had just gotten into Cracked, I thought you meant like MCN. I was like, I had just gotten into Cracked and they laid me off. like that would have been really fucked up. But yeah, that's really awful too. Sorry.
It is. It's terrible. It's terrible, just like paper.
Oh my.
And that pun.
I make the pun because if I don't, Lazrpo will literally join the call to scream the pun and then leave.
Lazrpo, we need you.
He will wake up, know the pun needs to be made, and run to his computer, open it up, join the call really quick, and he'll just pop in and scream.
So he has some kind of like pun instinct, pretty much.
Oh, he just makes that one too much. So the internet is still freaking out.
That's just complete puns.
Oh, go ahead. Just what puns?
I said that's just complete pun sense.
Oh, God.
Pun sense.
I'm just depressed.
Speechless.
I'm just depressed.
Puns are great. I don't know why you don't. I don't know why you hate them.
I've been here long enough to accept the puns.
Puns. I find them funny.
It's a royal rib tickler. What? What's wrong, Jay? You look just done. You just look completely done with Rivet's shit.
Okay. Do I need to get the fork then?
What's that fork gonna be for? Do I need
fork. Done.
No, the worst part is that that's not the connection I made.
That's awful, Jay.
Oh, Rivet's losing her shit.
I hear, done with your shit. And then I hear, need a fork. And I'm just immediately thinking, oh, gross. No.
Oh, God. That's not what I... Oh, God. This is just a loop of... This is just a loop of misconceptions. Oh, my God.
Look.
I'm gonna go loop here.
I thought you went another way with that.
You all went that way. I went that way.
and then I went the other way again. This podcast. What is this show? Let's look up Florida Man headlines.
Of a side concert with my
mom. What? Florida man nabbed by cops for not pulling over. Claimed he was racing to have sex.
Oh my.
That's it. You know, we should just have like the Florida Man podcast where we just talk about what happens in Florida.
Yes.
But we're gonna have to line that up with Natalie's schedule because Natalie lives in Florida.
Oh my God, yes. A teenage Honda driver was nailed by the cops for a brief chase in St. Petersburg, Florida earlier this month. Never noticed the lights and siren behind him. So desperate was he to reach his girlfriend and get lucky. According to Pinellas County Court documents brought to light by the smoking gun, a police officer in an unmarked patrol car spotted 18-year-old Reuben Hughes driving recklessly, blasting through a residential neighborhood in a 2005 Honda Accord. As of December 1st, the officer flipped on his lights and siren and sped off in pursuit, only to see the Florida man accelerate away, ignoring my emergency equipment. According to the reporter, the pursuing officer radioed in the car's description, enabling other units to keep tabs on the vehicle.
Eventually, Hughes came to a stop several blocks away from the initial location where the officer lit him up. After Reed read his rights, however, Hughes reportedly offered up an explanation for his brief dash away from the law. He claimed he never even noticed the lights and signs behind him as he was hustling off with extreme dedication. So, as the court report puts it, to, as the court, his girlfriend for relations.
Oh dear. Let's went a little off track.
Let's take the Florida man Reddit.
She doesn't know what to do.
Oh, you don't know when to stop. Just sitting here trying not to cry, laughing.
Oh no.
Wow!
I didn't read this. I didn't read this one. I didn't read this one with Doug here. Florida man sets fire to his girlfriend's house, blames it on a random black guy, in quotations.
Jeez.
Florida man steals dead dogs.
Why? Fucking kind of shit goes on in Florida, man. They need some help.
Florida man who
And
smashed
very-
Musk windows left bacon gets 15-year sentence.
I feel very concerned right now.
You done?
Florida man urinates in middle of Steak and Shake in front of dozens of customers.
What the fuck?
Florida man just sounds like a superhero's name, doesn't it? Florida man.
No one saw that
Okay,
Florida
no,
movie?
Are
These
you
are-
done with the Florida man kick?
Yeah. The rest of these are really not that funny. Florida man and pastor found remote off-the-grid sanctuary village for sex offenders.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, that was the funniest of the ones that were left. Do that every podcast from now on. Just go through the front page for the Florida man subreddit.
So wait. Are you telling me I'm going to open the podcast with the Wikipedia unusual article, and you'll just close the podcast with the Florida man Reddit page?
Yeah, that sounds good. Leave him laughing.
I think I'm gonna eat in a few minutes, so I'm gonna get going. And then if the thing is still going on, might come back or
I'm
I'll
going to have to.
chill in there.
It's been going for a couple hours now, I think. Might be getting close to time to call it.
Oh, it's about time to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, so Allie has been making My Little Pony art.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Is that
Oh, it's Pinkie Pie.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Teach you to do Fluttershy because I can do Fluttershy.
It's better than I can
By
do.
By the age of
Show
8,
you-
she'll probably be a better artist than I can do anything.
She's already a better artist than me. Jay, I've shown you those ponies I tried to draw that one time, remember?
I have not shown you the one that I have. Wait, have I shown you the pony I drew?
I think I've probably seen it in your art
I don't
channel.
think so.
I may have posted it in my art. I know that when there's a couple people who
No,
have
Mom.
seen it. I know there's a couple people who have seen it. I forgot I did that. So this is my drawing book. Oh, Princess Luna herself. That's cool. So people might not know this because I don't do it all the time. But I do have a tendency for drawing. And there was a period of time, I can't remember how long ago it was, I was really, 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 really depressed.
And this is
Arcs.
Princess Lazrpo. Who's so? I'm gonna show you Princess Lazrpo.
It's just my pony standing on a street. I drew everything else in detail, and the reason people don't like it when they see it is because if you look here, you can see she's crying.
Oh, I think that looks wonderful.
I don't remember when I... Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I got to make the neck piece of those.
See, she's picked up art very well.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, she gave me this and called it a Christmas card, which it's just a bunch of stickers on it. So I got a blank piece of paper and drew her a snowman and presents and stuff because I can draw fairly okay. And so in response to that, she has been drawing all day.
It's adorable.
At least it's keeping her occupied.
Yeah.
This is a other princess. And you know what princess this is. But not flying yet. This is Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle.
Aw.
All right, Allie, you can stop.
Oh, she wants to show everyone her little adorable artness.
Yeah. She's adorable.
If she ever makes Fluttershy, just let her know there's a fellow Fluttershy voice in here. Who's your favorite pony?
Who's her favorite pony? Shh, talking mushrooms. Allie, who's your favorite pony?
Twilight Sparkle.
The Princess of
Twilight
Friendship.
Sparkle.
Mine is Derpy.
Oh, like Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie. Favorite princess counts as Princess Luna.
Yes. Favorite princess is Princess Luna. Favorite main six is Fluttershy.
Yay!
Yay! You are going to love me!
You're going to love me!
Oh my god, that's adorable!
Okay, I need to get going. You can catch me on GVNR Mooney12344 and Twitter yeah. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Twitter
Allie.
/Pika_Lucy. Have a good rest of your night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
If you want to go ahead and outro yourself, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the call so that we can. That's beautiful.
All right. I'm Rivet Rose. You can catch me on Twitter at Rivet Rose, and
On YouTube too, I suppose. At River Rose. I don't have any content as of this point in time. But yeah. Woo.
Woo! I've been ArticJay. You can find me youtube.com/ArticJay, twitter.com/ArticJay, twitch.tv/ArticJay. Really, almost anywhere on the internet is ArticJay, ARTICJAY, not Arctic. Seriously. I almost want to send the time code to this part of the freaking stream directly to freaking Kara so she stops renaming me.
You know she's only doing it because it gets on your nerves, right?
Same reason why she renames me all those holiday things. Anyways, you all have fun. This has been the 3 Nerd Podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/3nerds1 channel, or you can find us on Twitter at 3nerdcast. Until next week, I'll see you later. Bye.
Woo!